Hello, Matt Reynolds here, editor of Packaging World magazine, back with another episode of Technology Minute. I'm here today with Robert Long. He's the application engineer at Vacuum Barrier Corporation. We're here to talk about liquid nitrogen dosing units, specifically the MiniDose G3. So, Robert, what makes the MiniDose G3 different than VBC's other liquid nitrogen dosing units?
The main design goal of the MiniDose G3 was to fit onto beverage fillers where space is a major constraint. For pressurizing containers, the dosing unit needs to be located between filling and sealing, which is typically a very crowded area. The MiniDose G3 is the smallest of VBC's dosing units, but still has much of VBC's industry-leading dosing technology packed into it. The MiniDose G3 is our lowest cost offering, which we achieved by prioritizing capabilities important to small filler users. The MiniDose G3 avoids unnecessary costs with an optimized design that the end user will use every feature they are paying for.
And what types of filler does the MiniDose G3 work on?
The MiniDose G3 works on both rotary and inline fillers at speeds up to 200 containers per minute. On some inline fillers, there are different amounts of time between filling and sealing for each container. This presents a challenge for liquid nitrogen dosing, as a consistent time between dosing and sealing is critical for stable container pressures. To compensate for this variation in time, the MiniDose G3 has a feature called fixed speed compensation that allows the user to adjust the dose size for each container.
And what types of products do you typically see the MiniDose G3 used on?
The most common application for the MiniDose G3 is to pressurize or nitrogenate still beverages. Recently, we have seen an increase in craft beverage manufacturers producing still beverages in cans. The MiniDose G3 is used in these cases to pressurize the non-carbonated products and provide strength for shipping. For nitrogenation of a beverage, the process is similar. It just uses a larger liquid nitrogen dose to achieve a higher can pressure. This process works with or without a widget in the can. Another common application for the MiniDose G3 is in packaging research and development to test the effects of liquid nitrogen dosing on potential new containers in a lab environment.
What are the biggest challenges here for end users?
The biggest challenge is often fitting the MiniDose G3 into the filler. For this reason, we offer a pneumatic dosing valve that has a lower profile than the standard electric dosing valve. This allows the MiniDose G3 to fit into fillers where there is not much space above the containers.
What utility connections does the MiniDose G3 need?
The MiniDose G3 has 3 utility connections that are needed. It needs either 115 or 220 volt power for the control panel, a liquid nitrogen source that is 22 psi or less, and a nitrogen gas source that is 22 psi or less. The liquid nitrogen and gaseous nitrogen are often supplied by a 22 psi liquid nitrogen dewar. If the unit has the pneumatic dosing valve, it also needs 50 to 100 psi of air or nitrogen gas to operate the valve.
For somebody that's new to liquid nitrogen dosing, how would they go about learning how to safely operate the MiniDose G3?
VBC recognizes that liquid nitrogen dosing is a new technology for many of our customers. We offer on-site training by our team of field service engineers to ensure that the end user is operating the equipment safely. These engineers assist the customer with the startup of the equipment so it is running safely and efficiently from the moment it is put into production.
Great. Well, thanks for your time today, Robert, and thanks to our audience for joining. We'll see you next time in another episode of Technology Minute.